So I'm making a ramen stromboli casserole, and we got this idea because we had watched on YouTube the Auntie Fee who was making those $3 meals for like 84 children out of ramen noodles and leftover meat. So this was my husband's idea. So we've got like 10 packets of ramen in here, all broken up, and I started browning it in a skillet. See that, everybody? Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
And out of the 10 packets, I'm only going to put like 3 packets of the seasoning in. I used the chicken seasoning. Is there anyone in there? Oh, I've got 2 people. I feel important.
You are important. Somebody said yum.
Yum, absolutely, it is yum. It's not definitely a heart healthy, but it is yum. And so, what? 3 packets, because the rest is going to be from all the seasoning, Joe. That's my husband in the background yelling and heckling. So you just brown it in an electric skillet, like on 350 degrees. Just brown the noodles up a little bit. Add like 3 of the packets in.
Hello from Poland.
Hi, Poland. And then you're going to add a little bit of water and let it steam up. Now I have what I already fixed was a ½ pound of deli pepperoni. That's a little bit different than regular pepperoni because it's much bigger. And I have that I already prepped some pork sausage that's going to go in it.
Someone said I need an electric skillet.
You can do it on the stove. The only reason I do it in an electric skillet is because it's bigger, but you can do this on the stove. Just do it over medium heat. This is just some chicken
Someone said, I don't know what you're doing, but it looks great.
It's ramen noodles. What's not great about ramen noodles? I lived off ramen noodles in college. The only thing we could have in our dorm room was a hot pot. So that's what we ate all the time, ramen noodles.
Pamela, what are you making?
Is that what someone asked?
They said they don't know what you're doing, but they want to know.
Okay, I'm making a ramen noodle stromboli casserole. It's going to have ramen, pepperoni, pork sausage, a little bit of chicken, mozzarella cheese. You can actually make enough to serve like 12 people for about $7.
Someone said looks good.
This is just some chicken that I already cooked and diced up, and I do use leftover meat from time to time. So after you brown the noodles a little bit in the skillet, you can do it on the stove too. Just keep adding a little bit of water, just a little at a time, so that it absorbs it because you want the noodles to get soft. The whole thing, once you've done all your prep, should only take about 10 to 15 minutes tops. Is anybody leaving me a heart?
Yes, there was like 4 or 5 of them going on.
Oh, that's sweet. My Fitbit friends won't like that I'm making this because this is not really low in calories or heart healthy. And I get the deli.
Someone said, and you're still alive, so it must be good.
Wait a minute though, I only eat 1 or 2 bites after it's made to make sure it's okay.
You just had about 100 hearts sent up.
Aw, thank you. I only take a couple of bites myself because I'm still trying to lose weight. My husband, on the other hand, will pack it in. So I'm just going to put a little bit more water in, let it get softer.
Some more hearts, Pamela. Lots of them.
Aw, great.
And a smiley face.
Aw, thank you guys.
Everybody loves ramen.
Everybody loves ramen.
Yes.
It's the cheapest thing that you can buy, and then you can, soup it up with anything. And ramen actually has some nutrients in it, and it has protein.
Someone said, what is the name of the dish?
Ramen Stromboli Casserole. Ramen noodles with pepperoni, sausage,
Chicken.
a little chicken. I do it with a lot of leftover stuff too. We've done it,
Cheese.
and cheese. Mozzarella cheese will go in here too.
Breadcrumb.
Oh yeah, don't forget the breadcrumb. The breadcrumb is a necessity. And oregano. I do put oregano in it. I forgot to get my oregano out.
the peanut gallery back here.
Peanut gallery. We've actually done a lot of these. We did a taco casserole, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
With taco meat and
Cheddar cheese and taco seasoning.
it's probably only like 2 tablespoons of
Pretty
oregano.
nice.
Someone said I have only bananas at my work. Hee hee. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean,
They had chocolate. That's
I was
good.
gonna say if you had chocolate, you know, you could have that with bananas. But you can actually make this really inexpensively. You can make it all in like 20 minutes on a Sunday afternoon, make up a whole bunch, and then just put it in the fridge. It heats up pretty well.
So just a good deal.
I don't know if it'll freeze it all. It'd probably get kind of gummy and grainy.
No, I wouldn't freeze that.
So now that I have that in there, I'm actually going to introduce some of the pepperoni. And the reason I use a deli pepperoni is that they'll slice it thin for me and then I can just chop it. It's also a lot cheaper. You can get deli pepperoni for like $5.99 a pound at like BJ's or Costco. And this is a half a pound, so you can get a lot of pepperoni for a half a pound. And I'm not cheap, but if I can save a few dollars, I'll definitely do it. Is anyone still in there?
Mm-hmm. There's 6 people.
Oh, well 6 is better than 5.
That's true.
I have fun doing stuff like this. The first time I've cooked on Periscope. This is pork sausage. I cooked it last night, and I just kind of leave it in some chunks. I break it up a little bit. I didn't buy the frozen stuff in the Jimmy Dean pre-cooked. I bought a tube of uncooked sausage. You can get 2 pounds of that for $6, Joe, at the grocery store.
Yep.
2 pounds for $6, and you can just cook that in a skillet over medium heat. And I just take and break out pieces and press them into like small hamburger patties and cook them that way. For those who might not know, Stromboli is it's similar to a calzone. They usually make it into like a roll of dough, and it's filled with cheese and meat, usually pepperoni, sausage, onions.
Someone wants to know how much time do you need to do this?
The whole cooking part that I'm doing right here won't be any more than 15-20 minutes tops, but the prep, you crush up the noodles, and if you have meat that's already, left over or whatever, you could do the whole thing in under 25 minutes. Here's a trick if you're going to do it with chicken and you're going to make the chicken fresh. If you do like boneless, skinless chicken breasts and you bake them in the oven, when you take them out of the oven, put them in a giant bowl and use your regular egg mixer. And it'll be the same thing as shredded chicken in like a third of the time. Got to use a really deep bowl though, because it does like to fly out. I'm on the web. I'm on Periscope. Hey, want a piece of sausage? Want some Jaeger?
I'm thinking about the Jaeger now.
I got the 2 mini Jaegers in the freezer for you. I saved them. I saved them for you.
Thank you.
I got them as a promotion.
From Backstreet?
Mm-hmm.
I got one from Backstreet. I got drank a long time ago.
So this is almost done.
I buy the whole place on 5
Because everything else was already cooked, I don't have to actually cook the sausage. When this is all done, you can either press it into a pan and later on just put it in the oven just to heat it up on like 350. Or I'm going to put this in a giant crock pot. So I'm going to get the cheese. Let's see how much I need because I gauge it. So this
Someone said save me a bowl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anyone we know? What was the name?
I couldn't see it. It's gone. There wasn't anybody I know.
So this is about a half a pound right here.
Keep going.
Joe says more cheese. It will get really full. This is why I'm using an electric skillet. If I had an even bigger one. But really, you're just folding it in.
Your friendly neighborhood Nerf seed mama. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you're still on the skillet?
Yes.
Oh, I think a 64 quart crock pot.
I can't cook it in the crock pot. The crock pot doesn't let me control the temperature. That's why I'm using a skillet, Joe.
Someone
If you
said
knew.
this is a trip.
What is it a trick about?
Trip. Nerf, the nerd, whatever it was. The friendly neighborhood, whatever, Nerf something mama. It's a trip. That's all good.
Okay, so I'm going to put some breadcrumbs in, and then for the request of my husband, I'll put in
More cheese.
more cheese.
Someone said Periscope is cool. Oh, she said it too, whoever was the mama lady. Neighborhood.
And just some breadcrumbs. And you'll be able to test it to see if it makes it a little too dry. You can always add a little bit more water. It's not going to hurt anything.
Enough said. That's what the friendly neighborhood enough said mama. I don't know. Maybe it's someone we know.
So that's all it is. It's just ramen noodles, pepperoni,
She said yay.
sausage, breadcrumb, cheese, and we put a little chicken in it because we like chicken in it.
She's got about 200 hearts.
I only have one.
Now on here, you had tons of them here. Purple ones.
It's
Keith,
ramen.
you're going to get on, right? Because I'm going to have you test it, and you can do the big, like,
No. Keith won't. Keith, no. Not. Honey.
We'll have Joe test it because he'll be able to tell me if it's good or not. I'm just getting more cheese.
Yeah.
Lest someone think that it's just a scope of just staring at ramen casserole.
More cheese.
Is that your request, his request, or someone's request on
No,
Periscope?
Me and Joe.
Oh, once it goes in the crock pot, that bag is going.
And Joe, the cheese.
Yeah, I put that bag for a reason.
That's right. I hear ya.
Wasn't for leftovers.
All right, Joe,
Yep.
you gonna try this? All right.
Sure.
Hold on a second. It's gonna be hot. Here you go.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's good.
The desire, of course, to just spit it right in your face.
I was expecting for you to be like, that's what I was expecting. Is that
Yeah,
excellent?
Joe
But it was
put me
live,
down, That's
so-
what I thought too.
It was live.
I thought that was gonna happen too. Kind of like a letdown, Joe.
So,
She would have got upset if I got on the floor and just picked it back up. Though, so
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
that would have been bad.
so it's good then? It's all set?
Yes, it's all good.
Okay,
Very sausagey.
so that's it. Ramen noodles, just put it in the skillet, a little bit of oil, brown it up, kind of like the way the standard packs of rice-a-roni are. You're just going to brown it up a little bit. Keep adding a little bit of water until it gets to about the texture of ramen noodles, not as soup. Add the pepperoni, the pork sausage, 2 or 3 of the seasoning packets, some chicken if you want, some breadcrumb, and lots of mozzarella cheese. That's it. All right. Bye.